Welcome and thanks for checking out the Habibalancer tutorial on how to use Deezy IO and your Lightning node to earn Bitcoin, earn yield. And depending on how much you're doing, maybe a couple $1,000s, you might be able to earn anywhere from 10 to 30% APY. Who knows how long this will last? But in any case, if you want to read more about how Deezy IO is able to run this service that pays you when you route Lightning payments to him, please read this blog post more. But what Habibalancer essentially does is it automates the basic steps that are described in this blog post, whereby we deposit some Bitcoin into our Lightning node, we open a channel with DZIO, we get the Bitcoin to flow over there by making transactions to either Strike or to Kraken, and then we close our channel and Deezy pays us for this. And then we just continue to loop over and over again. And so what Habibalancer allows us to do is to automate this process. And what we're going to do first is we're going to download the binary, the applicable binary for our system. Now you'll see I've already went ahead and done this. I've got the Habibalancer macOS binary downloaded, and I've put it inside a folder Habibalancer because it's going to create a few assets you'll see when I first run it. So let's go ahead and start the program. So we'll open up our terminal, go to our location, and begin. All right, we'll see a couple assets get created. This is so we can save our configurations, and we're told we can now visit our server. So let's go ahead and check this out so we can configure our node. It's going to give us a little bit more information, but we've got invalid credentials right now. So first thing we need to do is we need to make sure our configurations are correct. Now, we're going to use voltage to make this easy. You'll see how quick we can spin up a node and start earning. So I've went ahead, I've logged into voltage.cloud, and I clicked on the node service. Now I'm going to click on create node. We need an LND node. A light node will do just fine for our purposes. Only cost us $12 a month. You also will get a free $10 credit when you sign up. All right, so we'll go ahead and log in. Make sure you don't forget your password. Our node is being provisioned. This likely won't take long. So go ahead and pause the video for a minute. All right, and we're back. That did not even take an entire minute. So we'll now log in. All right, we've now unlocked. All right, now we've got an API endpoint. Let's go ahead and throw that in here for our LND host. And don't forget to include the port. Voltage doesn't let you know that. Don't forget your trailing backslash. I'll go back over here, and we also need to get a macaroon. So we need to take the hex version of our macaroon, and we will paste it in here. You can leave this macaroon location empty if you like, or it can even be invalid, doesn't matter. You just need to fill out one of these. And let's just double check the rest of our settings. The Chrome profile path, will leave that default. The Deezy peer, that shouldn't change. We're going to actually need to set this to false so that we can utilize our Deezy channels for liquidity operations. You can include your Kraken API key and OTP secret if it's enabled. We're going to disable Kraken though for this demo. So now we're going to skip over the Kraken related configurations. All right, the local amount. This is how many Satoshis we want on our side of the channel remaining before we close our channel with Deezy. So this is set to 10,500,000 sats right now. We've got the macaroon location, the maximum fee. Since Deezy is paying us 1,000 ppm, we put this to 500 ppm, and some timeouts. Uh, Now you need to get a Strike API key and a Strike JWT token. This one will be a little bit more tricky. Now to get your API key, easy enough. Go over here. You're going to need all of these read permissions. Let's copy over our Strike API key. And the last one, the tricky one, the Strike JWT token. We can get this by opening the Strike Chrome extension and inspecting some of the network requests. So we can go over here and look at any of the network requests. Doesn't really matter. And this bearer token is what you're looking for. So we'll put that on in there. Everything else looks okay. And we will save our configurations. Let's make sure it's all there. Looks good. And now we should be able to start earning. Oh, and actually, if we try and load this one more time, because our macaroon is now correct, we are now receiving a deposit address from our voltage node. So once your deposit has credited, you can go ahead and start earning. So looping is started. We will monitor the command line for any errors, and we can see that it's starting to go through the loop. So first we try and check if we have any Bitcoin that we need to buy back on Strike, because Strike automatically converts your Bitcoin into dollars, and then it'll attempt to uh, send money outbound if we're able to see that we have a channel open with Deezy. But because we haven't opened a channel with Deezy and we don't have enough funds, nothing is happening right now. All right. Thank you so much. Hope this is helpful.